preview cards real quick. We like white cards. What do we got here? We got angels coming up. We got some good tribal stuff. One less to cast for each citizen. We got a backup agent. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Ballroom Brawlers. This 2 for 2/1 could be pretty good in a mono white here. We got Ballroom Brawlers. Whenever Ballroom Brawlers attacks, up to one other target creature you control both gains your choice of first strike or lifelink. 3/5 by turn 5 though? What? Boon of Safety. Shield counter on creatures. Grab 1. What's a shield counter? If it would be dealt damage or destroyed, remove a shield counter from it instead. Wow, that's pretty good. A 1 white for a 0/4. Cat Citizen. Broker's Initiate. By turn 5, if it's alive, you can do 4 colorless, 1 green or blue, and it has base power and toughness of 5/5. Nothing super sticking out to me yet here. Buy your silence. Exile target non-land permanent. Controller gains a treasure token. Celebrity Fencer. Alliance. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under control, put a 1/1 counter on Celebrity Fencer. 4 for 3/2. We got Citizen's Crowbar for 2. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token, then attach it to it. It gets 1/1 and has sacrifice, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Use backup agent with the card that exiles and resummons at the end of the turn. Oh, that could work. Huh. Tap for shield, manage the battlefield with a shield counter. +2/+0 as long as your turn. Well, Dapper Shieldmate isn't bad. Teleportation Circle. Ah, yeah. What's up, ACM? Welcome in, dude. We got Depopulate. Each player who controls a multicolored creature card draws a card, then destroy all creatures. A lot of these creatures are multicolored, so that works. And it's only 4. It's only 4 for a board wipe. That's pretty good. That's going to make control decks a little bit more nasty there. Elspeth. 5 for 5 loyalty. Choose up to 1 target creature, put a 1/1 counter and a counter from among flying, first strike, lifelink, or vigilance on it for +1. -3, look at the top 7 cards of your library, put a permanent card with mana value 3 or less from among them on the battlefield with the shield counter on it. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in any random order. And then if you -7 it, it creates 5/3/3 white angel tokens. I don't know. I feel like this Elsbeth is a little underwhelming. Like, shouldn't there at least be like a removal spell? I don't know. Maybe we got spoiled with the Wandering Emperor, and now it's just like, come on. Like, you're gambling with a -3. Like, I think the +1 would be a little bit more nasty if one of the counters was a shield counter option. But it's not. I don't know. Maybe I'll eat my words later, but I don't feel like it's all that great. Extraction Specialist. 3 for a 3/2 is lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, return target creature with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature can attack or block for as long as you control Extraction Specialist. This is a good card. 3 for a 3/2 with lifelink, and when it enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So yeah, I can't attack or block, but guess what? its abilities are still a thing. If they're static abilities, oh my goodness. Gathering Throng, a 3 for a 3/1. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for any number of cards named Gathering Throng. Reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle. It's another one of those Throng cards where you just gather all the Throngs, dude. Jayada, Font of Hope, a 2 for a 2/2. It's got flying and vigilance. Each other angel you control enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each angel you already control. I already said this once, I'll say it again. Angel Tribal will be a thing. A very good thing. Flying Vigilance for 2 for 2/2, that's already good. And each angel enters the battlefield with additional 1/1 counter on it for each angel you already control. You can get a second white mana, but only to cast an angel spell. Such a good card. Hollow Fountain. 3, 1 white, 2 colorless. Untap a target creature you control. Create a 1/1 green-white citizen creature token. For 2 white, untap 2 creatures you control. Draw a card. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, untap 15 creatures you control. You win the game. So if you just swarm the board with creatures, this Hollow Fountain can win you the game. That's pretty crazy. I don't think a lot of folks are going to be using this, though. Yeah, I don't know about all that. We'll see. We'll see. Hold for Ransom, 2 enchant creature. 1 white, 1 colorless. Can attack or block, so it's a pacifism, basically. 7 mana. Hold for Ransom's controller, sacrifices it, and draws a card. Activate only as a sorcery. That'll probably be pretty good in limited. Illuminator Virtuoso. 1 white, 1 colorless, a double strike, 1/1 human rogue. When it becomes the target of a spell you control, it connives. What is connives? Ooh, conniving. It's conniving. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard a non-land card, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Ooh, okay. I like that new mechanic. Man, we're just making mono white a little bit better here, aren't we? With this Illuminator and this thing up here, the Extraction Specialist. Oh my gosh. Inspiring Overseer. Angel Cleric, a 3 for a 2/1 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Well, that's going to be good for the Clerics decks. More life gain plus drawing card. That's pretty sweet. Kill Shot. Like Eminem's Kill Shot diss track on MGK. Destroy target attacking creature. Knockout Blow. The spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a red creature. Knockout Blow deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature, and you gain 2 life. Not bad. Mage's Attendant. When Mage's Attendant enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 blue wizard creature token with 1 colorless. Sacrifice this creature. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. Wow. Wow. Mage's Attendant. Mage's Attendant is blocking control decks. Let's go. Mysterious Limousine. 5 for 4/4 vehicle. When it enters the battlefield or attack, exile up to 1 other target creature until Mysterious Limousine leaves the battlefield. If a creature is put into exile this way, return each other card exiled with the Mysterious Limousine to the battlefield under its owner's control. Wait, what? Hold on. Exile up to 1 other target creature. Oh, okay. So you can use this to your advantage too. So like you can exile some of your cards, right? Well, no, that still wouldn't make any sense. That card's a bit confusing, but I mean, what else is it gonna exile? So you can return some of the other creatures if you exile a creature. So it's like basically stopping it from like being broken and doing it over and over. I see. Okay. Patch up. Return up to 3 target creature cards with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Sorcery speed. We got Rabble Rousing. Hideaway 5. It's a 5, so 1 white, 4 colorless. When this enchantment enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. Exile 1 face down, then put rest at the bottom in a random order. Okay. Whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures, create that many 1/1 green-white citizen creature tokens. Then if you control 10 or more creatures, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Nice. I don't see that really popping off, but... Rafine's Guidance. Enchant creature gets +1/+1. You may cast Rafine's Guidance from your graveyard by paying 3 rather than paying its mana cost. It's a 1 white. Nice. Not bad. Good for limited, I feel like. Rafine's Informant. It connives when it enters the battlefield. It's a 2/1 for 2. Not bad. Refuse to yield. Target creature gets +2/+7 until end of turn. Untap it. Wow. Wow. Look at that. You get a tap creature. They think you can come in and attack, and then you just untap and block, and they die. I do like multicolored 3-color decks. We're doing Tamir right now. I mean, we played the same opponent twice and didn't do the greatest, but we're going to try to see if we can get some dubs in after this. Unless we switch to Commander, I don't know. We'll see if they still want to play Commander. They said they were going to bed. We'll see. Revelation of Power. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it has a counter on it, also gains flying until lifelink until end of turn. Okay. Flying and lifelink. Nice. If it has any counter, so it can be any counter. So like a shield counter. They could do. They're bringing more elf stuff back too. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, scribe 1. If this is the second time this ability is resolved this turn, draw a card. Nice. I like this alliance ability. Sanctuary Warden. 2 shield counters. Wow. What's up, Brian Magical? Welcome in. Welcome in, Brian Magical. How are you? Whenever Sanctuary Warden enters the battlefield or attacks, you may remove a counter from a creature or planeswalker you control. If you do, draw a card and create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. Sky Crier. Flying lifelink for 2 for 1/1. Your target opponent each draw. You and target opponent each draw a card. Interesting. Speak Easy Server. Nice. 5 for a 3/3. That's kind of underwhelming. Swooping Protector. 4 for 2/1. Flash Flying Swooping Protector enters the battlefield with the shield counter on it. So this has a shield counter, has flash, flying for 4 for 2/1. Eh. Alright, we're looking at blue now. All-Seeing Arbiter. 6 for a 5/4. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Whenever you discard a card, target creature an opponent controls gets neg X, neg 0 until your next turn, where X the number of different mana values. Okay. Backstreet Bruiser, 2 for 3/3, defender. As long as there are 2 or more counters among creatures you control, Backstreet Bruiser can attack as though it didn't have a fender. That's actually pretty good. 2 for 3/3. As long as there are 2 or more creatures you control. I mean, there's so many new counter abilities that could work. Broker's Veteran, 2 for 2/1. When it dies, put a shield counter. That's good. Case the Joint. Instant for 4. Draw 2 cards on the top card of each player's library. Wow. Okay, this is good for blue. Blue's getting things. Blue's getting different things. Cut your losses. Target player mills half their library rounded down. Oh, casualty 2. As you cast a spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power 2 or greater. When you do copy this spell, and you may choose a new target for the copy. Wow. Because we needed more mill cards. Look at this. Oh my goodness. There's a new Disdainful Stroke reprinted. That's kind of cool. Echo Inspector. Flying for 4 for a 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, it connives. Nice. Errant Street Artist. Flash, defender with haste. Copy target spell you control that wasn't cast. You may choose new targets for the copy. Chat. Blue is just getting jacked. Blue is getting jacked, chat. What the hell? Imagine this getting copied with this. This getting copied from this. And you can flash this in. And then they're tapped out. And then you do the thing. And they just... Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. That's why I wore the Nope shirt today. It was a sign. Even the score. 3 blue and then X. The spell cost 3 blue less to cast if your opponent has drawn 4 or more cards this turn. Draw X cards. Wow. Okay. Sideboard that in against another control deck. Expendable Lackey. 1 for 1/1. Exile Expendable Lackey from your graveyard. Create a 1/1 blue fish. With this creature, it can't be blocked. Activate only as a sorcery. Nice. Fairy Vandal. 2 flash flying. 1/2. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on Fairy Vandal. We also got Hypnotic Grifter here. 1 blue for 1/2. It has Connive for 3. Ledger Shredder. 1 blue, 1 colorless for 1/3 flyer. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, it connives. That's pretty good. A little chat. Casualty 1. As you cast a spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power 1 or greater. When you do copy this spell, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the other in the bottom of your library. So you can do that twice if you wanted. Majestic Metamorphosis. Until end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes a 4/4 angel artifact creature and gains flying. Draw a card. Not bad. I like the card draw mechanics they're adding to it. 28th. The 28th. Make Disappear. It has casualty on it, plus it has counter target spell. Unless its controller pays 2. So you could copy it, which is nice. Obscura Initiate. 3 for 2/2 flyer. It gains lifelink until end of turn if you do 1 white or black and 1 colorless. An offer you can't refuse. Counter target non-creature spell a controller creates 2 treasure tokens. What? Oh, I thought that was like you create 2 for yourself, and I was like, freaking busted. There's gonna be so many treasure tokens, man. Oh my gosh. There's already too many. Out of the way. 4 instant spell, 2 less to cast if it targets a green permanent. Well, that's a good sideboard card for mono green or, you know, green deck there. Return target non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand. And it costs 4. Draw a card. Psionic Snoop, 3 for 0/3 with flash. Enters the battlefield at connives. Psychic Pickpocket. It's 5 for 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, it connives. When it connives this way, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. It costs 5, though. I mean, that's a good ability, but I mean, it costs 5. Public Enemy, 3 enchant creature. All creatures attack enchanted creatures controller each combat if able. That's hilarious. When enchanted creatures die, draw a card. That would be just a. It's called Public Enemy, which is fits. So you just enchant your own creature. Your opponent's creatures are too small; they have to attack. That's funny. 4 for 6/6. Okay, and it's a Kraken, Reservoir Kraken. There's got to be something to this. Trample, Ward 2. Trample and Ward 2, and it only costs 4. At the beginning of each combat, if it's untapped, any opponent may tap an untapped creature they control. If they do, tap Reservoir Kraken and create a 1/1 blue fresh creature token with this creature can't be blocked. That's so good. I like it. Hell yeah, you do. That's so good. Why is blue just dude? The more I'm just gonna play blue. Like, blue's getting like such good stuff, dude. Like, what the hell? I mean, I haven't looked at the other stuff. I mean, I'm really excited about Cabaretti, but like cards like this, and this isn't even legendary. This isn't even legendary. What the hell? Rooftop Nuisance. Casualty 1. Tap target creature. It doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Draw a card. Run out of town. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it on top or bottom of their library. For 4, instant speed, security bypass, 2 for enchant creature, 1 blue, 1 colorless. As long as enchanted creature is attacking alone, it can't be blocked. Sewer Crocodile. Can't be blocked this turn. This ability costs 3 less to activate if there are 5 or more mana value among cards in your graveyard. Sleep with the Fishes. Enchant creature. When Sleep with the Fishes enters the battlefield, tap an enchanted creature and you create a 1/1 blue fish creature token. There's going to be a lot of fish tokens in this blue set. This creature can't be blocked. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Not bad. Slip out the back. 1 blue. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. It phases out. Then we got Undercover Operative. You may have Undercover Operative enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it enters with a shield counter on it if you control that creature. That is awesome. That is such a good card. Oh my gosh. Wing Shield Agent. When Wing Shield Agent enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it, it's 3 for 2/3. When Wing Shield Agent attacks, up to one other target creature gains flying until end of turn. We got Wiretapping, Hideaway 5. For 5, enchantment. When you draw your first card during each of your draw steps, draw a card. Then if you have 9 or more cards in your hand, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Witness Protection, enchant creature for 1. Enchanted creature loses all abilities. Is a green and white citizen creature with base and toughness 1/1 named Legitimate Business Person. That's hilarious. Yo, chat, blue is fantastic, dude. Oh my gosh. Angel of Suffering. If damage would be dealt to you, prevent that damage and mill twice that many cards. 5 for 5/3. Flying. That's not good. Body Launderer, 4 for 3/3 with Death Touch. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, Body Launderer connives. Conniving is good. When it dies, return another target non-rogue creature you control with equal or lesser power from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's not a bad card. Cemetery Tampering and Enchantment. All the enchantments have this Hideaway thing. Hideaway 5, cost 3. The beginning of your upkeep, you may mill 3 cards. If there are 20 or more cards in your graveyard, you may play this exiled card without paying its mana cost. Okay. Corrupt Court Official. When Corrupt Court Official enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a card. 2 for 1/1. It's one of those rats, basically. Crooked Custodian. Enters the battlefield tapped. 3/2. Okay. Cut of the Prophets. 2 black and then X. Casualty 3. You draw X cards and you lose X life. Okay, not bad. Cutthroat Contender. A 1 black for 1/1, pay 1 life. Cutthroat Contender gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Deal Gone Bad. We got 1 black, 3 colorless. Target creature gets -3 until end of turn. Target player mills 3 cards. Demon's Due. Instant speed for 4. You scry 2, then draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. Dig Up the Body. 1 black, 2 colorless. Casualty 1. Mill 2 cards, then you return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's not bad, actually. 3 for 3 costs to do that with Casualty. Dusk Mangler. 5 colorless, 2 black. His additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, discard a card, or pay 4 life. It's 6 for a 5/4. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a creature, discards a card, and loses 4 life. So they have to do all 3 of them. Okay. Extract the Truth. 1 black, 1 colorless sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a creature, enchantment, or a planeswalker card. That player discards that card, or target opponent sacrifices an enchantment. That's not bad. Fake Your Own Death. 1 black, 1 colorless. Instant speed. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains. When this creature dies, returns to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control and create a treasure token. What's up, y'all? Let me get a shout out for y'all. Y'all is ulti fam. Girder Goons. 5 for 4/4. When Goons dies, create a tap 2/2 black rogue creature token. It has Blitz 4. Blitz? What is Blitz? If you cast a spell for its Blitz cost, so it's like a kicker, kind of. It gains haste. And when this creature dies, draw a card. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. What? Sacrifice the wait. Sacrifice the card you draw? That's really confusing. Alternate casting cost, not like a kicker. Okay. Alternate casting cost. Okay, yeah, so it's not adding anything to it, so it's okay. Because that confused me there for a moment. So with this summons normally, when it dies, create a tap 2/2 black rogue. But if you cast it for 4 instead of 5, for its Blitz cost, it gains haste, and when this creature dies, draw a card. So if it doesn't die, you still have to sacrifice it at the end step. Thanks, CS Pride. Graveyard Shift. 1 black, 4 colorless. This spell has flash as long as there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard. Okay. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. We got Grizzly Sigil. It has casualty 1 for 1 black. Choose target creature or planeswalker. If it was dealt non-combat damage this turn, Grizzly Sigil deals 3 damage to it. 3 damage. Yeah, 3 damage to it, and you gain 3 life. Otherwise, Sigil deals 1 damage to it, and you gain 1 life. That's not bad. Illicit Shipment. 2 black, 3 colorless, casualty 3. So it's 3 or greater instead of 1 or greater, and then you can copy. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Incriminate. 1 black, 1 colorless. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by the same player. That player sacrifices one of them. Not bad. Join the Maestros. 4 colorless, 1 black. Casualty 2, so 2 or greater. Create a 4/3 black ogre warrior creature token. Maestro's Initiate. 4 colorless, 1 red or blue. Exile Maestro's Initiate from your graveyard. Draw 2 cards, and then discard a card. Midnight Assassin. 1 black, 2 colorless for a 1/2. Just flying and death touch. Pretty simple. Murder! They brought back Murder. Look at that. They reprinted it. That looks sweet. Night Clubber. When Night Clubber enters the battlefield, it's 3 for 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Ooh, boy. That's a pretty good card. I like this. It has Blitz, too. Which is weird, because the Blitz is the alternate cost is the same as the cost itself. Except it's 1 black and 2 colorless. If you cast a spell for its Blitz, it gains haste. Once the creature dies, draw a card. Sacrifice. Okay, so I'm noticing a theme. I think Blitz might be the same ordeal. So haste and then sack at the end. Raffine's Silencer. 1 black, 2 colorless for 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, it connives. When it dies, target creature and opponent control gets -X until end of turn, where X is Raffine's Silencer's power. Nice. So it could be -2, respectively. Revel Ruiner. It has Menace for 3/1. When it enters the battlefield, it connives. Rogue's Gallery. 1 black, 2 colorless. For each color, return up to 1 target creature card of that color from your graveyard to your hand. And I mean, if you're playing 3 colors, there you go. Sanguine Spy. 1 black, 2 colorless, 2/3. Menace and Lifelink. For 1 colorless, you sacrifice another creature. Look at the top card of your library, and you put that card into your graveyard. At the beginning of your end step, if there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. Shadow of Morality. What in the actual heck, dude? 13 colorless, 2 black for a 7/7. What is happening, chat? If your life total is less than your starting life total, let's see what's going on here. If your life total is less than your starting life total, the spell costs X less to cast, where X is the difference. Okay. So if you have 15 life, it would be 5 less. So it would cost 10. If you had 7 life, it'd be 14 less. Which would mean it only costs like 1 mana. That's nuts. What a crazy card. Shakedown Heavy. 1 black, 2 colorless for a 6/4. Whenever Shakedown Heavy attacks, the defending player may have you draw a card. If they do, untap Shakedown Heavy and remove it from combat. Huh. Interesting. Tavern Swindler. Pay 3 life, flip a coin. If you win the flip, you gain 6 life. Wow, that's wow. 2 blacks the minimum. Okay, gotcha. So it would be 8 life then. 2 black for a 7/7. Yeah, because of X. You're right, Pride. Yeah, because of X. Duh. Tenacious Underdog. 1 black, 1 colorless for a 3/2. It has Blitz as well, so the Blitz is actually costs more. 2 black, 2 colorless, pay 2 life. Why? Why does the Blitz cost more? Just to give it haste? Oh, that's why. You may cast it from your graveyard using Blitz. Got it. So it could already be dead, and you cast it from your graveyard. That's why it costs more. Vampire Scrivener. 4 colorless, 1 black. Whenever you gain life during your turn, put a 1/1 counter on Vampire Scrivener. When you lose life during your turn, put a 1/1 counter on Vampire Scrivener. Interesting. Got lots of 1/1 counters playing with your life there, but it costs 5. Whack for 4. 3 less to cast if it targets a white creature. Oh, just what we need. More removal for mono white, chat. We already got freaking Ray of Enfeeblement. Now we got Whack here. At least it costs... no, it doesn't cost 4 against mono white. it cost 1 against mono white. Now we got even more removal for our mono white aggro decks. Alright, red. Antagonize, we got 1 red, 1 colorless. Target creature gets +4/+3. Nice. Only if it only costs 1 red. That'd be nice. We need another Titan Strength. That's what we need. Arcane Bombardment. 4 colorless, 2 red. Enchantment. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. Then copy each card exiled with Arcane Bombardment. You may cast any number of the copies without paying their mana cost. Wow. Big score for 4. As additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens. More treasure tokens for Is It. There you go. Call in a Professional for 3. Players can't gain life this turn. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Call in Professional deals 3 damage to any target. We got 1 red here with Daring Escape. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Scry 1. Nice. Devilish Valet for 1 red and 2 colorless. A Devil Warrior with a 1 power and 3 toughness has trample and haste with Alliance. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, oh my gosh, that's a tongue twister. Devilish Valet's power until end of turn. Nice. So if you can get... This could be doubled multiple times if you bring in multiple creatures, right? And then it has trample. That's pretty sweet. Exhibition Magician for 3. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1. Create a 1/1 citizen or create a treasure token. More treasure tokens. And speaking of treasure token, we got Glittering Stockpile for 3. Artifact Treasure. A treasure token artifact that's a treasure. Oh my gosh. Tap it, add 1 red, put a stash counter on it. Sacrifice Stockpile, add X mana of any 1 color where X is the number of stash counters on it. Oh my goodness. Goldhound, 1 red for 1/1 first strike. Menace. Can't be blocked by 2 or more. Sacrifice it, add 1 mana of any color. Infinite mana coming at you. Horde Hauler for 4/5/5. Whenever Horde Hauler deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token for each artifact they control and has crew 3. Man, I'm just seeing lots of treasure tokens here. Involuntary employment. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. Create a treasure token. Jackhammer. 1 red, 1 colorless. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 with equip 2. Jaxus the Troublemaker. We got a legendary creature here for 4 for 2/3. Discard a card. Create a token that's a copy of another target creature you control. It gains haste. So we got a Kiki Jiki, except with discard. When this creature dies, draw a card. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Activate only as a sorcery. But you also get a draw card. So you discard a card, get a token. When it disappears, you draw a card. And then it has Blitz for 2. Wow. Light 'em up. Casualty 2. Deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. We also have here Mayhem Patrol with Menace for 1/2 for 2. When it attacks, target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Also has Blitz. Plasma Jockey. We got another Viashino Warrior here. 4 for 3/1. When it attacks, target creature and opponent controls can't block. It also has Blitz for 3. Professional Facebreaker. Menace with 2/3 for 3. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Sacrifice your treasure. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Interesting. 5 for 4/4. We got Pugnacious Pugilist. Interesting. Dude. So many treasure tokens. Can I get a shout out from my boy here that just hopped in chat? Welcome in. Whenever it attacks, create a tapped attacking 1/1 Red Devil creature token. Whenever this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. It has Blitz 4. Pyre Sledge Arsonist. 1 colorless. It deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of permanents you sacrifice this turn. We also got Ready to Rumble. It deals 5 damage to target creatures, planeswalker, or destroy target artifact. Then we got Riveteer's Initiate. 1 colorless, 1 black or green. It gains Death Touch until end of turn. Riveteer's Requisitioner. 1 red, 1 colorless for 3/1. When it dies, create a treasure token. Has Blitz for 3. Rob the Archives for 2 with Casualty 1. You may exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. Sizzling Soloist for 4 for 3/2 with Alliance. Sticky Fingers. Enchant creature as Menace. Create a treasure token if it deals combat. Strangle for 1 red. 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Everybody's going to be playing this, I can already tell. Structural Assault for 5. Destroy all artifacts. Then it deals damage to each creature equal to the number of artifacts that were put into graveyards from the battlefield this turn. That's crazy. Wow. Touch Breath. 1 red and then X. 2 less to cast if it targets a blue permanent. This spell can't be countered. X damage to target creature or planeswalker. There's your sideboard card for control if you're playing against blue, if you're playing red. 1 red for 1/1 Unlucky Witness. When it dies, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until your next turn, you may play one of those cards. That's pretty sweet. Alright, now we're looking at our legendary Phyrexian Praetor here. Urabrask, Heretic Praetor. So this is a huge thing with the lore here. It's 5 for a 4/4 with haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. That's sweet. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, the next time they would draw a card this turn, instead they exile the top card of their library. They may play it this turn. Huh. Interesting. This is a good card, though. Widespread Thieving. Hideaway 5 for 3. Whenever you cast a multicolor spell, create a treasure token. So many treasures! Then you may pay 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green. If you do, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. That's pretty good. Witty Roastmaster for 3 with Alliance. Wrecking Crew. Reach and Trample for 4/5. Oh. Chat, they made blue-red so good. Why? White didn't get a lot of good stuff. I thought we did, but we didn't. Blue and red got all the good stuff. Attended Socialite for 2 for 2/1 with Alliance. With the counters. Bootlegger Stash. Lands you control have created treasure token. They really like their treasure tokens in this set. They're just increasing the treasure token value, aren't they? 2 less to cast if it targets a black permanent. Bouncer's Beatdown. X damage to target creature or planeswalker, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. If that creature or planeswalker would die, exile instead. They reprinted Broken Wings. Cabaretti Initiate. It can get Devil Strike there. It's a 1/2. It's Rocket. It's Rocket. Right there. Chaldea Strong Arm. 5 for 2/3. Enters the battlefield. Put 2/1 counters on target creature. It's got Blitz for 4. Capenna Express. Sacrifice a treasure. Becomes an artifact creature until end of turn, or you can crew 3 it for 6/6. Wow. Okay. Civic Gardener. When Civic Gardener attacks untapped target creature or land, clean up crew for 6. Choose 1. Destroy target artifact, destroy enchantment, exile guard from graveyard, or you gain 4 life. Courier's Briefcase for 2. Create a 1/1 green and white citizen. Sacrifice it at 1 mana. Sacrifice the briefcase, draw 3 cards. Elegant Entourage for 4/4 for 4 with Alliance. Evolving Door. 3 cost for an artifact. Tap 1, tap, pay 1, sacrifice a creature. Count the colors of the sacrificed creature, then search your library for a creature card that's exactly that many mana colors, plus 1. Exile that card, then shuffle. You may cast exile card. Activate only as a sorcerer. EDH power card, right? Fight Rigging for 3. Hideaway 5. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Then if you control a creature with power 7 or greater, you may play the exile card without paying its mana cost. Wow. For the family, for 1. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If you control 4 more creatures, that creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn instead. Freelance Muscle. Whenever Freelance Muscle attacks or blocks, it gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the greatest power and or toughness among other creatures you control. Okay. Gala Greeters Alliance. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Put a 1/1 counter on it. Create a tapped treasure token, or you gain 2 life. Oh, nice. So you get all 3 of these, technically, if you can keep it on the board. That's pretty sweet. Glittermonger. Create a treasure token. 1/4. High Rise Sawjack. Reach for 2/3 for 3 for 2/3. No, I don't need anything. Thank you, though. Whenever it blocks a creature with flying, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. That's pretty sweet. Jewel Thief, Vigilance, and Trample for 3 for 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Luxurious Libation, 1 green and then X. Target creature gets XX until end of turn. +X/+X until end of turn. Create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. That's pretty good. Then we got a Most Wanted here. Flash, enchant creature, gets +2/+1. When it dies, create 2 treasure tokens. Prize fight. Target creature you control fights each target creature you don't control. Nice. And then it creates a treasure token. So it's like a Blizzard Brawl, but an extra colorless for a treasure token. Rocks Pummeler. Enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. 6 for 6/3. Trample as long as there's a shield counter on it. Riveter's Decoy. Riveter's Decoy must be blocked if able. Has Blitz for 4. Social Climber for 3 for 3/2 with Alliance. Taken to the streets, creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Citizens you control get an additional +1/+1 and gain Vigilance. Wow. But it costs 5 and it's sorcery, so. Titan of Industry for 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Reach and Trample. When it enters the battlefield, choose 2. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Target player gains 5 life. Create a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token. Put a shield counter on a creature you control. That's a big boy. We also got Temporary Stomper for 3 for 4/4 Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Stomper can't attack or block unless you control 7 or more lands. That's pretty good. It's like a T-Rex right there. Venom Connoisseur. 2 for 2/2 with Alliance. We also got Vivian here. Okay, what do we got for Vivian this set? Let's see. It's 4 colorless, 2 green. You may sacrifice a creature. If you do, search your library for a creature card with a mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice creature's mana value and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. It enters with 4 loyalty on it. It also has mill 5 cards to put any number of creature cards milled this way into your hand. Or it has -1. Create a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token. Vivian's actually pretty good. I don't like that it costs 6, but it's pretty good. Because it's cost 6 and then you only get 4 loyalty counters. That's that bites. But you know, I think the abilities that are on it are good though. And the artwork is sick too. Voice of the Vermin. 4 for 2/2. Voice of the Vermin enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. When it attacks, target creature you control has base power and toughness 4/4 until end of turn. Nice. Warm Welcome for 3. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. Create a 1/1 green/white citizen creature token. 3 and it's instant speed. That's not bad. Workshop Warchief for 5 for 5/3. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. When it dies, create a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token, and it has Blitz for 6. Wow, nice. Whew. We're in the multicolored chat. They gave us a lot of preview cards. Hell yeah. We're in the multicolored chat. Let's see what we got. We got Dimir colors here. We got Aven Heart Stabber. Flying. As long as there are 5 or more mana value among cards in your graveyard, it gets +2/+2 and has Death Touch. When it dies, it mill 2 cards, then draw a card. We got Black Market Tycoon with Gruul colors. At the beginning of your upkeep, Black Market Tycoon deals 2 damage to you for each treasure you control. And you can create a treasure token. That's weird. What could you do with that, chat? That's weird. Body Dropper. Rakdos colors here. Also a 2/2. Whenever you sacrifice another creature, put a 1/1 counter on it. Sacrifice another creature, gains menace until end of turn. Alright. We got Brazen Upstart. When Brazen Upstart dies, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. Broker's Ascendancy. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control and put a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. Wow, that's pretty good. We got Broker's Charm here. We're getting our charm cards back here. Target creature you choose 1 at instant speed. Target creature you control gets +1 till end of turn and deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. destroy target enchantment, or draw 2 cards. Cabaretti Ascendancy. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature or planeswalker, you may reveal it, put it into your hand. If you don't, put the card in your hand, you may put it on the bottom of your library. Cabaretti's charm is deal damage equal to the number of creatures you control, target creature or planeswalker, or creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample until end of turn, or create 2 1/1 green-white citizen creature tokens. Celestial Regulator. Here's our angel here, 2/3 flying. When it enters the battlefield, choose target creature you don't control and tap it. If you control a creature with a counter on it, the chosen creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Ceremonial Groundbreaker. It gets +2/+1 and has trample if you equip it. Equips to citizen, it only costs 1, or equip 3. Civil Servant. When it attacks, you may tap another untapped citizen you control. If you do, it gets +1/+0 and gains lifelink until end of turn. And look at this legendary vampire rogue, Cormilla Glamour Thief. Look at that. Haste, tap, add 1 blue, black, red. Spend this mana only to cast instant or sorcery spells. When it dies, return up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Corpse Appraiser. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. If a card is put into exile this way, look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put 1 of those cards into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Corpse Explosion. As additional cost to cast this spell, exile a creature card from your graveyard. It deals damage equal to the exiled card's power to each creature in each planeswalker. Wow. Board wipe from your graveyard there. Or no, exile creature from graveyard, sorry. Crew Captain. Haste. It has indestructible as long as it's entered the battlefield this turn. We got Darling of the Masses. Other citizens get +1/+0. When Darling of the Masses attacks, create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. That's a 2/4 for that one. Disciplined Duelist. Double strike. When it enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it for 2/1. We got Endless Detour. The owner of target spell, non-land permanent, or card in a graveyard, put it on the top or bottom of their library. Evelyn the Covetous for 5 as flash. We got vampire things. We got this. We got lots of fish cards in this set. Create 2/1/1 blue fish creature token that this creature can't be blocked. We got Falco here, flying trample for 3/3. Fatal Grudge. Fleetfoot Dancer, trample lifelink haste for 4 for 4/4. That's pretty good. It's another elf card. We got plenty of elves in this set too. New Capenna. Hey, Gabagoo. Falca, new commander. GG, boys. Already made 6 decks. How? Like, you just made them on sites? What's up, Tony? Welcome in, dude. Forge Boss. Whenever you sacrifice 1 or more other creatures, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. This ability triggers only once each turn. Glamorous Outlaw. 2 damage to each opponent. Scry 2. Hostile Takeover. Lots of good multicolored stuff, honestly. 3 damage to each non-token creature, only for 3 with the Cabaretti colors. That's pretty good. Here's Jetmir. This is what I was waiting for. Here we got the Cabaretti card here, Jetmir. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have vigilance as long as you control 3 or more creatures. Creatures you control also get +1/+0 and have trample as long as you control 6 or more creatures. And Devil Strike with 9 or more. Come on. Let's go. Jenny Faye, another elf druid. Creating cat tokens. Let's go. Cabaretti colors. Here comes all the token stuff. It's just all multicolored, yo. Lord Xander. Discard half the cards in your hand, route them down. Mills. I noticed all of the leaders of the mafias, or whatever you want us to call it, each have 3 different things as they go up. Like, Lord Xander's going to make you mill everything, right? Maestro's Ascendancy, instant and sorcery stuff. Maestro's Charms. Looking at cards, dealing damage to target creature or planeswalker. We got Bandits here with Vigilance. Omnixilence. Oh my gosh. Each opponent loses 2 life. They discard a card. He gets there at 3 for 3. Wow. There's more charms. Raffine. This one's really good. Flying Ward with 1 for 3 for 1/4. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature connives where X is the number of attacking creatures. Sacrificing creatures, exiling card from a graveyard. Searching a card for a creature card, mana value X or less. That can cost up to however much you want for this one for 3/1. Yeah, Cabaretti is still what I want to play after seeing all the multicolored Cabaretti cards because there's tokens, searching for cards, really good stuff. Stimulus package. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 treasure tokens. Sacrifice 1, create a 1/1 green and white citizen. Wow, here's some more artifacts. You can copy artifacts. Some more vehicles. The lands are just like multicolored and they come in tapped. Wow. Shards are back, baby. Grixis gang. Yeah, Xander is scary. Not a bad preview they gave us. The multicolored stuff is awesome. So there's 2 pre-orders here. You know, some folks like to go over like what's better for them for these pre-orders. But honestly, I'm a constructed player, right? I was still like for the last pre-order we did for, I think it was Neo, I actually got this one and I should not have gotten this one. So I'm going to keep this short. If you're a constructed player, if you want to order both, you can, obviously, if you have the cash for that and you want to do that. But if you're a constructed player, order the Elspeth pack bundle. The reason being is because you get a lot of packs to open to get the wild cards. I'm a constructed player, so if I'm going to pre-order one, I'm going to order the packs for the wild cards. I made the mistake of ordering this one. And here's the thing. With the Mastery Pass, I think that's what it is in here. It is a Mastery Pass too, right? Yeah. So with the Mastery Pass, if you can grind and get enough and complete the Mastery Pass, you get lots of value in that. But I don't buy the Mastery Pass until the season's over to see if I actually made it by completing my ranked dailies and everything. Otherwise, it's just a waste of money because you don't get your value back, in my opinion. And just mathematically, it makes sense. But you get a sealed token, 3 draft tokens. So here's the thing. If you are a limited player, then this is probably the pass for you. The reason being is because you're going to grind a lot. You're going to get your dailies probably done by doing sealed because you're going to be playing so many different colors. And you're going to get your value back if you do well in limited. So this is probably for you. However, if you're going to be grinding in ranked, getting these packs is probably a better option for you because you're going to get the wild cards, you get 50 boosters, plus the Elsbeth's cool. It's just cool. But you're going to get all the wild cards from these packs, and you might even draw some of the cards you need for your constructed decks. Thank you so much for all of you that stuck around the entire time. We're family now. Let's go. Good night, good night.